It is very, very important, like how we breathe, that's how we think. So one of the way to enhance the mental capability is start doing pranayama and yoga, because that includes various kind of yoga practices and breathing practices which are very, very beneficial to rejuvenate your mind, your brain cells, and especially neurons. And these days even researches has been come, like this Shambhavi Mahamudra or Kriya yogas, they are very, very beneficial to regenerate your neurons. And even if you go through research paper regarding this, there is a research paper regarding Oxford University regarding Shambhavi Mahamudra, how it helps in regenerating the brain cells. So you can go for that and you can look how it is so beneficial for the functioning of the brain. It is just a way of breathing technique, and it is extremely beneficial for the functioning of your brain. In addition to that, pranayama not only is beneficial for your brain or neurons, but it is also very beneficial for your circulatory system, because if your blood carries more and more oxygen, it will generate more and more health to the vital organs like liver, spleen, kidney, everywhere. So it is very, very important, this pranayama. If you give some time for this Kriya yoga, Shambhavi Mahamudra, breathing practices, whatever if you want, whatever name you want to give, you can give, but it is extremely beneficial. And I would suggest you need to give it a try, but it is very important, like you learn it from proper source. Because if you are not learning it from the proper source, just from random, then maybe its effects are not so good. So from where you can learn, one of the practices are Isha practices. They are very potent practices. If you want to learn, you can learn. So this is one way of learning it. And if you want to take some help, if you are very beginner, you don't know how to do it, you please write down to us. We will send you link how you can start doing the very basic practices like Nadi Shuddhi and Pranayama. It's very beneficial. In addition to that, it is very, very important that you don't dehydrate your body. Whenever you are thirsty, that time you drink water, and drink in little bit more, whatever is needed, more than that. But don't over drink water, don't sip water in every half an hour or 15 minutes. Sipping water will also lowers your digestive fire, and when your digestive fire is low, your digestion will not be so good. And that's why in Ayurveda and in yoga, we don't recommend every half hour just sipping water. You should drink water when you feel thirsty. But when you feel thirsty, you should not go for coffee or tea and then forget to drink water. Whenever you are thirsty, take 2-3 glasses of water. It will satiate your thirst, and at the same time, if you drink water this way, it would be very nourishing for your mental health. Also, there are, like these days we are working in office atmosphere, and office atmosphere sometimes very closed. There are no windows, no proper ventilation. Even windows are there, but no ventilation. It's very closed rooms. So what you can do, you can put indoor plants into your office or where you sit, so that there would be enough oxygen near you. So it's a very simple tip that you can do for your mental health, so that when you come back from the work to home, you don't feel very tired. The one of the reason that when you come back from office to home after work is because lack of oxygen. You're just sitting in cubicles or the place where there is no plants, and when there is no enough oxygen, our mind tires very easily. So that's why it's very, very important, like you try to have choose a place where there are enough plants, and if there are no enough plants, you buy plants and put indoor plants near your office, near your seat, so that you will get proper oxygen. So that will help to keep your mental health better. So in other things what you can do, try to avoid all these canned foods, because in Ayurveda and yoga they consider it as dead food. Try to have organic food, freshly cooked, home cooked food, and that should be also consumed within 3 hours of cooking, so that it doesn't lose its nutrients, because these nutrients are also very beneficial for the functioning of your brain. At the same time, when you are having food, please don't have your food in a lot of anger and agitation. Try to have food in a calm mind, and try to have always freshly cooked hot meals, because that are more beneficial for the functioning of your brain. At the same time, it's very, very among nuts you can put in your daily routine. like soaked nuts, especially walnut and almonds, they are very, very beneficial for the functioning of your brain. But make sure like you should have more nuts during winter season, because then digestive fire is better and it's easy for you to digest, like walnut. Almonds you can have all season, but these walnuts you should have only in winter season, because it is easy to digest. And what is the method to eat it? You just take walnuts, 3-4 walnuts, or don't take excess of dry fruit, because dry fruit should be limited. So take some walnuts and almonds, and you just soak them in a bowl whole night, and in the morning remove the outer peel and just eat the inside white thing. So that would be very beneficial. It works as a tonic for your brain, and it is very, very beneficial to overcome the memory loss and make your brain health better. In addition to that, what you can do, try to include seasonal fruits in your diet and seasonal vegetables, because nature has its own intelligence. And when you take these seasonal fruits and seasonal vegetables, definitely, because your mind actually is in tune with nature. So nature knows what is needed at what time. So if you try to have more of seasonal fruits and seasonal vegetables in your diet, it will naturally nourish in your mind, rather than having this canned and very packet food and old food. So that would not be so beneficial for the health of your mind. Also, it is very, very important, it's from yoga perspective also and Ayurveda perspective also, don't lie down your head towards north. Don't put your head towards north when you sleep at night, or your bed position that should not be like that, that your head should be towards north. It should not be like that, because it affects, there is an electromagnetic field of the earth, and north pole, south pole, you will see like it will cause more and more of mental disturbances and memory loss if somebody is keeping his head towards north direction. Because of there is a separate video regarding that, why we should not put our head towards north. If you want to know this answer, you please write down to us, we will send you the link why you should not do it. So because this video is more about memory loss and this, so so I am not explaining this thing into this, but there is a link below, you can click on that link and you can figure out why you should not sleep keeping your head towards north direction. So this is one thing that you should avoid according to Ayurveda, according to Vastu Shastra, according to yoga perspective. So in which direction you can keep your head? It should be either best east or south. In addition to that, there are various kind of herbal supportives that are mentioned in Ayurveda, that is called Medhya Rasayanas, and they are available in Ayurveda, but definitely we can recommend these things to people only according to their body type, according to their constitution, according to their present history of illness and their digestive fire. So if somebody wanted, he need to have Ayurveda consultation, because if randomly if I say, it would not be beneficial for most of the people, because there are so many rasayanas that are mentioned in Ayurveda, but they should be given only, but they should be given to the people only after proper diagnosis and proper consultation. Also, if there is a misuse of mind, that is a habit of too much talking, overusing of your intellect and overuse of these negative thoughts, these also creates memory loss, and they are also not so good for mental health. That's why in Indian scriptures most of the times it has given a lot of importance has been given to silence mind, shanti, peace. So a lot of importance has been given towards the mental health, not only in India, I think in whole world a lot of importance has been given towards inner peace, and so that is the logic behind it, why they are giving so much importance to inner peace, so that our mental function will work at its best. So that's why whenever try to cut down your speech, we should avoid unnecessary talking, and wherever it is possible not to use unnecessarily excessive intellect, that should not be so good for the health of mind. Because what happens with this, when our prana vayu and our vyan vayu, that is the circulatory, the vata that is responsible for circulation, when they both get imbalanced, they create sadhaka pitta imbalance, that is the your state of emotional heart. So it is very, very important that we focus on more on pranayama and breathing practices, so that our sadhak pitta, that will bring a balance to the sadhak pitta, which is responsible for our emotional health. So, it is very, very important that we pay attention to our yoga practices, pranayama, and also they should be from the right source. That's why in Ayurveda there is a mentioning of achara rasayana, that are what are the do's and don'ts and yam and niyam, like that we should do, that we should not do, we should not speak ill, we should not speak bad things, we should bring more and more purity and clarity in our heart. So, how we can do it? So, yoga is one of the technique how you can do it, pranayama, and there are various Ayurveda procedures I mentioned that you can do, and you can make use of it, but yoga is something that you can learn, and it's a simple practice which will work for us miraculously. So, that's all for today's video. I hope you will like this video, and if you are watching me for the first time and you have not subscribed my channel yet, so there is a subscribe button and bell icon. So, click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription. You can click that join button and you can support us. So, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like my videos, don't forget to share it with your friends and family, because we can all contribute in spreading health and well-being from our part to everyone. So, let's wish happiness and blissfulness for everyone. Stay happy, stay blessed, take care.